Good evening, everyone. We will begin the evening service of the Miroku Association headquarters, expressing our gratitude to God and Meishu-sama for the permission and protection granted us, while participating today in God's divine plan of constructing paradise on this earth. Let us pray together the Amatsu-Norito, the prayer of heaven, followed by the Miroku Prayer. Please stand. Taka amakara ni kamzumarimasu. Kamurogi kamuromi no mikoto mochite. Sumeni oya kamu izanagi no mikoto. Tsukushi no gimuka no tachi hana no. Odo no ahagi hara ni. Isogi hara itamo utoki ni narimaseru. Araido no kami tachi moro moro no magagoto tsumi kegare o. Arai tamae kiyome tamae toma osu koto no yoshi o. Amatsu kami kunitsu kami ya oyorosu no kami tachi tomoni. Ame no fuchi koma no mimi furi tatete kikoshi meseto kashiko mimu maosu. Miroku o mikami mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Miroku o mikami mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Oshie miyoya nushi no kami, mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Oshie miyoya nushi no kami, mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Kam nagara tamachi hae mase. Kam nagara tamachi hae mase. Great God of light, creator and giver of all life, in accordance with your divine will, the long age of night draws to an end. Your radiant divine light, shining ever more brilliantly, awakens the dawn of the glorious age of light, a time long awaited by all humanity. We thank you for guiding us to your divine plan and for the privilege of channeling and receiving Johrei. May our spirits and bodies be illuminated and purified as we live your truth given to us by Meishu-sama. Make us pure and effective instruments of your divine light, so that we may serve you and all those with whom we come in contact. May paradise on earth be realized with health, peace, and prosperity, a reality in our lives. Great God of light, bless and protect us. Radiate our souls with your divine light, so that we may truly become instruments of your great plan. Please be seated. We will now receive group Johrei. May God and Meishu-sama bless you. Johrei is now concluded. Let us now listen to the teachings of Meishu-sama. Honesty. The world is full of deplorable conditions, all due to the actions of dishonest people. It is within an insincere and dishonest mind that the seeds of all evil are sown, cultivated, and grown. The turmoil that fills the world is caused by the dishonest and deceitful words that people speak. Some people are willing to say or do anything, even if it is dishonest, to attract others to their cause. They believe that a positive end justifies a negative means. This is not right, of course. When it comes to God's work, especially, the means we employ should always be honest and above reproach. People ought to become members of our group only because they sincerely believe that what we teach is true and valuable. Once your spiritual body is sufficiently purified and your character refined through the practice of our teachings, eventually you will find it difficult or impossible to tell a lie. There's a faith experience from Eliana Lúcia Matias dos Santos Pascoal. She's from Poá, Johrei Center, Mogi das Cruzes. Eliana, she's 70 years old. She suffers from arthrosis and felt a lot of pain as well as atrophy of some part of her body. She was always very vain, but she hadn't worn shoes for 5 years. She could barely have manicure and pedicure sessions, as her fingers and toes were deformed, as well as hurting intensively. In May 2021, seeing the distressing situation, she found herself in Eliana's manicurist. The manicurist asked if she could say a prayer called Johrei for her. Eliana accepted, even without knowing exactly what it was. She received Johrei for 15 minutes and experienced an incredible joy. That night, she slept very well, something that hadn't happened in a long time. She was impressed because after that day, the pains in her body disappeared and she continued to sleep very well. The following week, the manicurist returned to Eliana's house to have her nails done and gave her Johrei again. She suggested for Eliana to receive the next Johrei in the church to express gratitude and also because there the light would be more intense. Thus, days later, she went to the Johrei Center to receive her third Johrei, which was also channeled by her manicurist. Then she went to talk to the minister, who instructed her to receive as much Johrei as possible. The minister also talked about the importance of giving back to others what we receive from God. Encouraged by the changes that had taken place in such a short time, Eliana started going to the Johrei Center 3 times a week. After about a month, upon walking up in the morning, she was surprised to find that her fingers were normal. She was very happy and realized that it was a miracle from God and Meishu-sama. With that, she started doing housework and other activities without pain and with greater mobility. In addition to her incredible physical improvement, her behavior also changed. She used to be grumpy and was constantly irritated, which caused family friction. By receiving Johrei regularly, she stopped complaining, was calmer, and more patient. With that, the atmosphere in her home became much more harmonious. Everything happened at the same time very quickly. Therefore, she wanted to know more about Johrei and our faith. She took the membership course, and the more she became acquainted with the divine writings, the more she increased her gratitude to God and Meishu-sama, sprouted in her the desire to give Johrei to family, friends, or anyone who was undergoing purification. Thus, she was blessed to receive the sacred focal point, the Ohikari, less than 2 months after receiving her first Johrei. Today, she is immensely happy and fulfilled. She went back to wearing shoes and having her nails done without difficulty. As a way to give back to God and Meishu-sama, she is doing her best to channel and introduce joy and happiness to as many people as possible. She has already guided the granddaughter to the divine work, and she is assisting a friend who was very interested in joining our faith. Eliane is very grateful to God and Meishu-sama and her manicurist who introduced Johrei and the way to salvation to her. Thank you very much for listening to this beautiful faith experience and to join us in this evening service praying together for those who need help, for those who are suffering with so many kinds of purifications. Praying for our ancestors and friends, families, and those who are going through purification with natural disasters. Now, tomorrow, 11 a.m., is our monthly appreciation service at our headquarters. So I'd like to invite you all to be here in person, or for those who cannot be here, please join us online at our Miroku TV YouTube channel or our Facebook page. This brings to a conclusion this evening service. Thanks everyone for joining us, and we wish you a very blessed evening. Thank you.